On the left is Japan, on the right is Singapore, and here we go.
So welcome back now. The game between Singapore and Japan is now underway with Japan defending on the left side of your screen. You see Ong now for Singapore. Pass has made to Quack in the zone and space now, but referee has blown for a foul against the keeper and Japan are now in possession. So Oshiro now of Japan in possession. So Suzuki now to start the ball. No hurry. Suzuki will just dribble the ball up. Communicating with her teammates to set up the attack. So Hori now and Suzuki are in the middle with Oshiro now on the right flank. Long shot taken and it's a great block by Tan of Singapore. So outlet pass to Ong now, briefly cut by the Japanese defender right there, and Singapore is on the break. Low is in space on the right. Now joined by Quack, who is coming down the middle. Low still on the right flank, goes for a shot, and that's a great block by the Japanese goalkeeper. So Oshiro now just keeping her team back in the fixture, and Singapore start their first corner of the day. Low now passing it to Tan, who is down the middle. So the attack will now start on the left flank for Singapore. Tan in possession now. In zone pass to Quack, who shoots and scores.
And goal from Team Singapore, number 6, Constance Quack.
One goal now to Singapore, and all the work for Japan to do now.
0.
Hori now to start the ball for Japan. Passing it to Kumagai on the left flank and back to Suzuki. So we see a bit of pressure now from the Singapore defender Low. Looks like they might be attempting to force some errors in passing from the Japanese team. So again, you see Quack now moving out from the zone early on to apply pressure on the flank player of Japan. Suzuki now in possession. She goes for a shot, but it's blocked and Tan will receive the rebound. Fast break is on for Singapore with Quack down on the right-hand side. So it's a great pass. 3/4 across the court into the hands of Low. And now Liao is in possession for Singapore, down the middle. And she chooses to reset and go for a standard attack now. So 36 seconds to go on the shot clock for Singapore. Ong just having a look into the zone to see if there is space for Quack. So no hurry from the Singapore team. They are leading by a goal and they will look to make full use of the remaining 20 seconds. So big drive down the middle now. Tan. In zone pass now to Quack. Back to Tan. It's a good drive into space by Ong and 10 seconds on the shot clock. Low is now in space. She makes a pass to Liao. Shot off the crossbar and that should be a new 60 seconds for Singapore. So Tan just dribbling the ball out now. While right now you can see that Singapore have placed 2 players in the box. Liao just in the middle and Quack jostling for a shooting lane on the right hand side. Tan now in space. It's a loose ball and she recovers it and places a goal in the top left corner.
Number 1, Tan Li.
So again, we can see Singapore defender moving out to pressure. The next defender should join in on the flank. We can see Teo now just floating out Woon, sorry. And Japan retain possession. Kumagai now resetting the ball back to Hori. Hori now passes to Oshiro. And now pressure now on Hori by Low of Singapore. Hori looking for a passing option, but looks like she's held the ball for more than 5 seconds, and the possession is now awarded back to Singapore. So immediate outlet pass to Keong. So
goal for Team Singapore.
great vision by the Singapore player,
Marina.
and Keong scores the third goal for Singapore. And as you can see, the pace of the game is pretty fast. So fast that even the camera operator missed that entire proceeding because it was so much happening on the right side, but one pass was all it took to switch play. So Kumagai now in possession for Japan. To Adichie on the left flank now. And Hori now is in space on the left flank with a teammate in support, but she manages to shoot and score. So one goal put back for Japan.
Goal for Team Japan, number 1, Risa Hori.
Singapore back in possession now.
Score now is
Starting
Japan 1,
the ball from the
Singapore
middle.
3.
Liao's on the left flank and Tan in support down the middle. So Liao will start the driving on the left. They switch to the right flank now with Chua in support on the right flank. She looks for the shot, but 2 pedals are in the way and she rightly goes for the reset out. So Keong to retrieve the ball for Singapore, and Tan driving in down on the left. Can she place the ball in the net again? She goes for the pass, which is blocked but recovered by Liao almost, but Japan are now on the fast break with Hori in possession. Space down on the left flank now for Oshiro. Hori is supporting down the middle. And Singapore are currently 1 defender down should the Japanese choose to proceed with the attack. But looks like Liao is now back in position in the defense. Space now appearing on the right hand side, but the long shot has happened. Blocked by Keong, and the ball is still in play. It has not crossed the line. And Keong to dribble up for Singapore, passing it to Tan on the right hand side. Chua now taking up position on the right flank with Woon jostling for space. Keong is driving in now, back to the middle, and now a pass to Chua, but the pass is short and pretty lucky. It would have been a dangerous shot for Singapore on the right side of the Japanese defense. So Singapore now reorganizing with 20 seconds to go on the shot clock. So Chua now taking a little dribble, passing back to Tan. Space now on the left for Keong, but again it's a stray pass and the Japanese defender is challenging for the ball, but Keong does well to separate the ball with the front of her boat. So Singapore back in possession with a new 60 seconds to work out and attack. Keong starting the drive down the left. Switches back down to the right side with Chua. And space is now back on the left hand side for Keong, but the pass is short, gets blocked by the defender, and Japan attempt to go for the fast break, but the pass is blocked. And Liao will place it into the top corner. Unlucky for Japan, the outlet pass was blocked by a Singapore
Goal
pedal.
from Team Singapore, number 4, Liao Fang Hui.
So Japan now will start from the goal line. So corner now for Japan. With Adachi starting the corner with a bit of pressure being applied by Chua of Singapore. So high pass out now to Suzuki, who makes an in-zone pass to a teammate in the box. Space now, and the shot is blocked by Liao of Singapore. Fast break is on for Singapore, and direct pass to low by Liao. Support coming down the middle by Ong. It's two attackers against one defender. The pass goes to Ong, and the shot is blocked. But the referee has called for a pedal foul in the middle of the zone. Looks like when Ong was about to receive the ball, there was a defensive pedal that was a bit too close to a hand for the referee's liking. It's a shot which is blocked. And that's the end of the first half, where Singapore leads 4 goals to 1.
Have reached the end of the first half for the Okay, now the second half has resumed. And it's a quick shot by number 4, Liao. Ball has gone out of play, and it's a change of possession for Team Japan to proceed.
back now, Japan in possession. And Singapore opting to go for a little press. And Singapore has obtained possession. Liao now on the ball. Space on the left-hand side for Ong. So no one's on the line of defense. And Ong makes it 5-1.
Go to Team Singapore by player number 3. Score now is Singapore 5, Japan 1.
So quick pass out by Tan of Singapore, and Liao is on course for a fast break. And she'll make it 6-1.
Go to Team Singapore number 4, Liao Fang Hui.
So Keong now Singapore starting the press. It's a good switch out to the right by Suzuki. And the shot goes just above the crossbar by Kumagai of Japan. So Ong now passing it to Tan. They'll bring the ball up to the attacking third of the pitch. And looks like they are going for a drive down the middle, return pass to Tan surely, but space on the right for Keong, who is now under the attention of the Japanese defender Suzuki. So the ball goes out for a reset. So pass into space now for Tan. Attention down the middle and a high pass back to Keong. So space down the right. The in-zone pass is blocked and seen by the Japanese defender. They obtain possession and will look to counter with Keong in pressure. So Hori now in possession for Japan, just bringing the ball up, trying to draw a press from one of the Singapore defenders, and she goes for a shot which is blocked by Quack of Singapore. So high pass out from the corner to Hori, and she passes it to Oshiro. Under pressure from the Singapore defender, the shot is blocked, and Tan is now in the counter attack. So she passes it to Quack, who is now driving down the middle. Liao is currently jostling for space in the middle. There's Keong on the right hand side. With space and time, she shoots and it's blocked. So oh, the shot went off the post actually, so it's a goal line throw for Japan. So Suzuki now for Japan, just starting with a pass into space on the right flank. It's a direct pass in zone to the box player and shot goes wide. So Tan now of Singapore making a pass to Low. So 5 minutes left to go on the second half, with Singapore in the lead of 5 goals with a scoreline of 6-1. There's been a straight pass and Low recovers it under pressure from the Japanese defender. So Chua in wait on the left flank. She will start the attack. Tan now linking out with Liao and back to Tan. To Woon, and Liao hits the post. Singapore back in possession now. Quick to get the rebound from Low, and Woon is now outside the box and will make her way back to jostle for space. So Chua now in space on the right hand side, but looks like Tan will opt to choose for the in zone pass to Woon. Chua now, and Tan is back out on the reset. So Low driving down the right hand side. Hori, the Japanese defender, has managed to stop the drive in from Tan. Shot goes above the goalpost and it's possession to the Japanese. So Kumagai now for Japan to Hori. While Tsuchihashi is now jostling for space in the box. Adachi now in space on the left, but Chua is aggressive on the tackle. She manages to force a stray pass from Adachi, and now the fast break is on for Singapore with Tan now in possession. Low now for Singapore, and Chua is on the left flank, while Woon is jostling for space. You see the Japanese defender now returning to position on the left hand side of the zone, and Hori will now move up to take place of the top zoner. Meantime, Chua will start the attack on the right hand side with Tan in support. Space in the middle now for Liao, who has in turn created space for Low, but the pass is a bit long and she manages to retrieve it with her pedal, but it bounces out for play. So it's a possession back to the Japanese for a goal line throw. So Shiro now starting proceedings. Kumagai now with possession and support on her left. So we don't see the pressure from Singapore at this moment. They are in a 5-goal lead, but right now we see Low just stopping her boat in the middle third. So looks like they are going for the press after all, but the pass beats the press. It's a long shot attempt and Tan blocks the ball, but it has crossed the line for a Japanese corner. So it's an in-zone pass to the zone, but the shot goes wide. And looks like it's grazed the pedal on its way out, and hence Japan win yet another corner. Kumagai now to start the corner for Japan. We can see Low was blocking the closest immediate pass. In the meantime, there has been an illegal tackle made by Chua on Oshiro. So the referee has put play back for possession to Oshiro. So a pass into the zone to Tsuchihashi, and her shot bounces off the post. So low 9 possession for Singapore, and looks like that's full time. So Singapore proceed to the final with a victory of 6 goals to 1.